Now, when it comes to your catalog of music, what's your biggest song so far?
Hoova.
And why do you consider that song to be your biggest at this point?
I mean, it's the biggest streamer. It's the biggest with YouTube. It's just the way this shit blew up because of the situation in the store. You feel me? The case, all the goddamn blogs and the radio. And all that. Man, you made that shit international, man. You know what I'm saying? So, um, I ain't gonna. That's the biggest song. I'm gonna leave it at that. That's the biggest song.
And speaking of YouTube, for those in the audience getting to know you for the very first time, care to share your channel name on that platform as well?
Man, Cartel Bo. Y'all know what's going on.
Now, when it comes to your biggest song so far, are there any unknown facts or stories in regards to this song that's never been publicly mentioned before? Could be in regards to creating it, recording it, or releasing it.
Uh, Created it, recorded it, releasing it. I freestyle everything. So like it was really a vibe. I had already knocked that motherfucker. I knew that bit went hard, but that's the first song I did with Maxo. He had came pull up on me. You know what I'm saying? Man, a nigga thug a nigga. And we was kicking. He was like, man, put something on. So I put some shit on. But I was like, all right, I got that motherfucker for you though. And he jumped on it right then. I recorded and everything. We thugging. J Dog pulled up to the studio that day. It was a lie, like you feel me. We knew the song was gonna do some shit. We didn't know it was gonna do all that though. You know what I'm saying?
So, for some further clarification, based on what you just said here, did you already have a hook on the song? Did you already lay a verse
Nah,
before Maxo touches it? Or it was just the beat itself
nah,
that,
everything was done because I had already freestyled the verse, freestyled the hook. You know what I'm saying? And shit, freestyled another verse, freestyled the hook. That's back when songs was long back then. Now you do these shit. You ain't trying to push past 2 minutes for real. So yeah, I had already had laid everything down. I know that's what he wanted to get on. So shit, I had put him on up.
now, when you think about this song, which is the biggest in your catalog at this point, what do you think led this song to get as far as it has today? Was there something in particular? You mentioned a variety of things. It's worldwide, the
Man,
case,
that
things of that
month I
nature.
had nah cause of that K shit. Like it had already hit a couple million. See, back in these days, these was the world star days. You know what I'm saying? You know, you get on the phone, make the right call, get on that motherfucker. You get the training on there, that shit is up. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta keep going. The shit was easier. But now it's like a completely different market. So with that market, you could do that shit. Still had like a couple million. They offered to premiere the video. You know what I'm saying? They offered exclusive, all that, and we knew how much that package was. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, yeah, they can premiere that bitch. That bitch went up, you know? It went up, definitely. And we sat on it, but then, you know, the case happened, went on there, this, that, and But then they put it on the news, and then the news, it went on the Breakfast Club, went on CNN, all the reports came out of, they did all this line and shit with this case, and, you know, we had all the guns and all the feds got involved. And yeah, that's what that's what took them motherfucking and pushed it over the moon. You know what I'm saying? They pretty much made a nigga the poster boy for having a gun in the video. I went and sat down and did 5 years about this shit. So
Now, in retrospect, when you think about everything that happened in regards to this video, especially spending 5 years of your life behind bars stemming from it, is there any regret with that video looking back?
yeah, my regret is I miss my daughter childhood. So like from birth to the moment I had actually first met her, like you can't get that shit back. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's cool now, yeah, everything that but them years I can't never get back. So yeah. And then my dumb ass, I would call a nigga too. Cause when they came, I was like, bro, you know what I'm saying? I ain't like, you know, this. And they was like, shit, fuck it, drop that whole food, drop that hoe. I don't know, I'm thinking about it. I'm calling other people, everybody saying, fuck it, drop it. So I drop it. That bitch go live. That bitch go too live. That bitch was the wrong live. You hear me? But yeah.
Now, just for some further clarification with that relationship with your daughter, Was she born while you were incarcerated, or she was born first and then you were incarcerated?
Nah, I had got her mama pregnant before I went in. So she was pregnant. She had her like probably like 3 months after I went in. Something like that. Yeah.
And during that 5 years, did you have any visits from your daughter?
Yeah. When I first went in, like, yeah, it was on the regular. When I first went in, but then, the feds, they ship you. Everything get difficult. You feel what I'm saying? So,
Now, when it comes to this relationship of your own daughter, and there may be some in the audience that are in a similar predicament. They might have gotten someone pregnant, have a child while they're incarcerated, and still try to maintain that relationship with that seed of theirs. Uh, of course, circumstances could be different for everyone, but what do you say to someone out there going through something similar and trying to maintain that relationship with their own kid?
and it's about the communication and being there. Because the only thing that really matters at the end of the day is you being there. You feel me? Like, kids don't understand the wordplay. Same way as you was a kid, you didn't just really fully cultivate it. Yeah, I'm living good, I'm having a motherfucker, but all this shit costs money. You know what I'm saying? This roof over here, this shit costs money. Motherfucker want to work, take care of me every day. You know what I'm saying? Clothes on your back, food on the table. So kids don't understand that. They don't understand why you wouldn't know what happened. They don't understand what they see and what's there. You feel me? So you just gotta be there, man, as much as possible. If you're not able to be there physically, you got to be in there communication wise. Like, you got to. That's number one thing.
Now, again, this is a relationship between you and your daughter, but uh, I've had interviews previously with others where people have said they don't want their family members to visit them while they're incarcerated because they don't want them to see them in that type of light.
Yeah,
What's your opinion on that?
I, it depends on the mind strength of the person, because you got to understand, it depends on where you're going to. So, like, after going to them visits for them several months before I ever actually got shipped to the yard, and I went to Beaumont USP. You hear about the feds, you think it's this, and y'all buffet line, and it's like mob busting. Nah, that shit, it's going down in that motherfucker. And once you see so much shit, and you got so much time to do, you want to block your mind off to the world. You don't really want to call and be in the world like that. You call to keep in touch and make sure you got a little something to eat, focus on your mind, but you don't want to be in the world like that. Then, your family give you hope. The pictures give you hope. The mail give you hope. You know what I'm saying? But when you see a motherfucker get stabbed in the face, stabbed in the stomach, stabbed in the neck, they putting bodies in laundry bins and shit, putting them, like, you see so much shit, bro. You don't want your family to come up there and see you, like, your mental state distraught like that. You got motherfuckers in there smoking deuce all day, smoking paper all day. You know what I'm saying? High as shit, like, just trying to get by. It's a lot of people ain't never coming home. Like, you in the real, your mind, the environment you in. You know what I'm saying? Like, this home. You feel me? Like, that's what this is. This home. So, yeah, I can completely understand why I ain't. It was time, I mean, time my people to ask me, like, why you don't call, why you don't do it, because I'm not. I'm like, I can't be out there right now. You feel me? I got years to do. I got calendars. Niggas did calendars and up. So when it come down to it, it's like, I love hearing y'all turn up, seeing the pictures and this, that, and the other. But I can't call. I can't do me because it's gonna drive me crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as I hang up the phone, right back in there. The hardest part is when the visitation over with. You feel me? When they gotta go back out there, you gotta go back. They feel like they leave you in here. You feel, you ain't feel like they leave you in here, but you looking like, damn, they finna go live, and I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I completely agree with that shit. It just depends. That's why I say it's on the mind state, because that same thing could give you awareness. It could make your ass, like, know that you got a reason to be out here. Like, I gotta find another niche. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get you some money. They ain't telling you to stay broke. They ain't telling you to put yourself in a situation where you gotta depend on this and that to get a dollar to pay bills and woo. But you gotta find another niche. You know what I'm saying? You gotta find you something, or start your business or something. Like, you gotta find your way. You feel me? You gotta find your way, because shit, a lot of that shit gonna cost you. Some niggas just don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying?
Now, understandably, under the circumstances, this was a newborn and you're trying to establish a relationship with her and things of that nature. So obviously, you wanted to see her physically.
Yeah.
But were there family members or were there other relationships you've had with people that you did not want them to see you during those 5 years because you didn't want them to see the distraughtness and things of that nature?
Yeah. I everybody for real. Cause I had that shit, I was already a monster. That shit made me I was tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like I had, I couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. I was in a dark place. You feel me? So I was really on some bullshit. I had started getting on bullshit real bad. You know what I'm saying? Starting shit. Ooh, I had to really get my mind together, man. You know what I'm saying? In that last year, I took a lot of time to get my body in shape. You know what I'm saying? Did a lot of working out, did a lot of reading, put my plan together, put my plays together so I could live how I'm living today. You know what I'm saying? But them early years, hell no. You know what I'm saying? That shit people don't understand. Like, man, I don't want to say the wrong thing, but man, there's a lot going on behind the walls. I'm gonna leave it at that. It's a lot going on behind the walls, man.
Now, be that as it may, looking back, are you still glad you had the visitations from your daughter, or do you regret any of that and wish the first time you saw her was when you were out of federal
Nah, I
prison?
love holding it because man, that shit used to make my day. I just was mad I couldn't have more of them experiences.
And different institutions can be have different rules and things of that nature. But with where you were incarcerated at the time, were you able to physically hold your daughter? Would you, or was it
When I was fighting the case, when I got sentenced and got shipped to the yard, it was always lockdown. If it was locked down, then the COVID shit happened. So when that shit happened, they had us just locked down 24 hours a day. We didn't know what the fuck was going on. You know what I'm saying? And then they let us out for like 15 minutes once every 2, 3 days type shit. Yeah, you got to decide. You gonna get on the phone, you gonna text your people, you gonna take a shower, you gonna wash your ass. Niggas been washing their ass in the sink for the last 2, 3 days. So that was hard, you know. But man, I hate that shit. I ain't gonna lie, I hate that shit, man. I hate that shit. When you did go to visit, it was like lucky, cause anything happened, they shutting that shit down. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker get stabbed in the neck. Oh, well, we go down. Your people gotta leave. They don't care about your people flying in from wherever they flew in from. None of that shit is over with. You know, so they ain't gonna call, let them know. None of that. Like, it's a lot of hardships. You know what I'm saying? With your people coming to see you, depending on where you at in the Fed. Yeah, but if you actually have a visitation, yeah, you gonna get to hold your baby. Yeah, you gonna get to do this, do that. But man, fuck that jail shit. That shit ain't what it said.
now at this time in your life? Was this your first kid ever?
Yeah.
And in those 5 years, and also fighting the case while you were locked up in county jail, I assume
When?
you were
Nah,
locked.
they got their the Fed got their own federal holding facility.
Okay,
So yeah, FDC Houston.
okay, got you. Excuse me there. But how many visits do you think you had with your
Well,
daughter in total in those 5 years?
oh, hey, go get my barber. I'm doing. Tell him I'm doing the interview. I had put my phone on silent for the interview. So, in total,
Rough estimate.
cause I was seeing her once a week. I was seeing her once a week at first. When I went to Beaumont, this shit dead. This shit over with. I was seeing her once a week. Uh, so July, August, September. About 20, about 20 times. I'm gonna say about 20 times. From being from a newborn to about 20 times. Cause once I went up, I ain't see it no more. It was all pictures after that. You know what I'm saying?
Now, just a few questions to wrap up this song. Um, Aside from the music video and things of that nature, just the song itself.
Okay.
As big as that song has been for you, are there any flaws in that song whenever you listen to it again?
No.
Sonically speaking.
Nah, the song go hard, motherfucker. The song go hard to me. That ain't what that was. It wasn't. That ain't the problem. Nah, I can dig it.
Just curious there. Sometimes people, their biggest song, they might think back and they wish they fixed something.
I didn't think it was gonna be my biggest song though. It's because it was really on some gang shit. I was way younger than you, feel me? So I didn't think it was gonna be my biggest song, but it ended up being one of my biggest. So.
And speaking on the subject of music, for those fans of yours out there in the audience, what can they expect musically from you at this point?
Yeah, I'm finna drop Cartel Bo. It's up. You know what I'm saying? Like we drop the first EP, run it, give them some of them songs they already heard, some they ain't heard. You know, put that together, package deal real quick. And we planning for 2025 right now. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of live projects up, a lot of live features, a lot of live collaborations, live tours. Oh, this shit a fucking movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, it's live as a motherfucker. It's a movie. Like, everywhere we go, it's up. Like, it's just the opportunity to be able to do it. It's a blessing. So, with the music, we gotta give the people what they want. You know what I'm saying? And they don't seem to be unhappy. They seem happy as hell, you know? Just really get ready for a lot of big features, big collaborations. I don't want to spill no names. I don't want to. You gonna get what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Know that.
Now, what about record label wise? Are you independent at this point? Are you major? What can you say about that?
I just signed a Warner. I just recently signed a Warner Records. You know what I'm saying? Nice deal. And everything been nice too. But we got some hell of a goals. You know what I'm saying? And we damn sure gonna reach them. This got a nice team. Everything that I got going on with Warner right now, I'm in favor of, and I'm loving it. We doing what we're supposed to do.
And is that Warner directly, or is that a joint venture with any other imprints as well?
Maxo, you know what I'm saying? That's my boy. He helped set this situation up. You know what I'm saying? So big persona for real.
Now, speaking of Maxo here,
Yeah.
you shed some light on that previously in another portion of questions, and that question was going to be, do you recall the first time you met him? But it sounds like it was for that song.
It wasn't necessarily for the song. Like he hit my gram. You know, I'm from Murderwood, and they call it Murder Block. They just on the west, you know what I'm saying? But one and the same, you feel me? But he had reached out to me. He said they had been jamming me over there in the hood and this, that, and other. He wanted to pull up, kick it with me. He had a show. So I'm like, yeah, I had ran across the music on YouTube and this, that, and other, but I had never kicked it with him. He pulled up on me, you know, went in there, kicked it, ran it, chopped it up, did the song. Everything was cool. It was all live. So, shit, ever since then, shit, it's just been authentic. You know what I'm saying? It's just been real. Nigga been packing fell with me. Nigga been real with me, on solid with me. You know what I'm saying? You know, help me as much as he can. Showed me the ropes with a lot of this shit. Went to jail. He was riding my beard out with me. You know, I refrained from asking him for anything for some years because I was straight. You know, but when I did need him, he came through. You know what I'm saying? So, got out, helped me get my situation together, label wise, helped me get a deal. Shit, take him out there. You can't ask for nothing more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Genuine nigga, like, you know, it's authentic. So you gotta be low, you know, you reward loyalty with loyalty.
So for just clarification here, was the first time you met him when that song was created?
Yes.
Okay, got it. So after the show, before the show?
What show?
I believe you said he asked you to pull up to a show, or?
No, he had a show. He had a show in the city, so he was only in the city for a day, but he wanted to pull up on me, meet
Got
me,
it.
and kick it with me. You know what I'm saying?
So after
Because
the
people
show,
in his hood where he from was jamming me. I was making the noise. I was making some real loud noise. Just started.
Now, what about musically when you two are together? What's it really like working with him?
Nah, it be live, man, because he really be watching me most of the time. Cause he be seeing what I'm finna do. He be paying attention, just looking and just watching. And then it be a vibe. Like when we be rapping, and we feel like we rapping. Like, you know what I'm saying? We just doing what we love to do. You feel me? Tell stories, and then both our waves is just so different. It go together perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like some UGK type shit. You feel me? Bun B Pimp C type, like Outkast type shit. It's two whole different sounds, but the shit sound good together. You feel what I'm saying? So it be fun, man. I feel like we making history in that motherfucker.
Now, out of all of his characteristics, what do you enjoy the most about Maxo?
He goofy as hell. Man, so goofy, them motherfuckers. Nah, every time, we gangsters, so every time, like, motherfucker, mine be here, mine be there. He good goof ass and give me that. I'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? That's about his best characteristic for me. 'Cause that's my partner first. Like, you know what I'm saying? For real, I fuck with bro.
And just to be fair, on the opposite end of the spectrum, what's a characteristic of his you can't stand?
Ah,
Bugs you, bothers you.
this motherfucker. Oh, when he made his mind up, he's a stubborn asshole. Oh, he's a dick. He'll get here. What's he like? Nope, that's what I'm doing. No, 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 no. All right, well, fuck you then. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what, but he get stubborn. He'll be a stubborn asshole, boy. He'll be an asshole when he wants to. He cool, though.
Now, as far as he's gotten on the music industry ladder, uh, are you surprised at his success at all and how far he's gotten at this point?
I wouldn't say surprised. I say proud. Because you got to understand, like, that shit was giving me hope. Being in the cell, and I opened a Rolling Stone, and he in that motherfucker. Open the XXL, he in there. Open the Kite magazine, he in there. You know what I'm saying? To go viral, he in there. Like, that shit give me hope. You feel me? Like, real live hope. Like, this is my man's right here, man. Everything I'm supposed to be doing, he out there doing. You know?
Now, what's the best advice you received from him, or most important thing you learned being around him so far?
Learn the business. Learn the business. Or you're going to take a whole bunch of L's. Until you figure it out, or you're just going to lose all the way out. You ain't going to never learn the business. This shit 90% business, 10% music.
And for clarification, was that advice you were given or something you learned being around him?
Both.
And wrapping up the questions about him, how many songs do you have together unreleased at this point? Just you and him.
Project.
And speaking of a project, is there a title in mind for that yet?
Can't give you that.
Top secret.
Yeah, can't go down that route. Yeah.